Hey, Adventure Alan here, and I am really excited to talk to you about the new Enlightened equipment Torrid Apex Pullover. And the jacket's been out for a while, and we've used it all over. I've used the Torrid Apex jacket guiding. We have tons of field experience with it. It's a great lightweight solution. But this is the pullover, which is new, and we actually like the pullover better. And I'm going to go into that in more detail quickly, but take a quick break. I'm going to show you how small this is and do some weight comparisons, and then we'll dive into the details. Okay, so before we dive into the details on the Torrid Apex jacket, I'm actually going to cover the pants here too. Even the Torrid Apex pullover is the new item. I talk about both of them. Let's just talk weight and volume. First of all, this is the jacket. It's actually in a pretty big stuff sack. It would go a little smaller. That's the pants, and together these weigh about 13 ounces, 8 ounces for the Torrid pullover, 5 ounces for the pants. That's about the same weight as this fleece jacket, or actually it's a fleece shirt. So an amazing amount of warmth for the weight. And then I'll show you as I unpack these things how fluffy this stuff gets. So one of the things you'll notice is that we're pretty big advocates of down. We like down a lot. We use it because of its weight to warmth ratio. But in fact, we've been using these Torrid jackets more and more, or the pullover, because they really close the weight gap between down and synthetics. So you sort of get the warmth to weight of down, but you get the advantage of the synthetics, which is that you have a little more weather resistant. They're a little more tolerant of water, rain, precip, so there's a broader range of temperatures that you can wear them in. So a lot of times, in addition to this being about the same weight or to warmth as down, we will sometimes leave our mid layer at home because of the weather resistance of the Torrid Apex material, which saves us some weight and keeps our kit a little simpler. So we find that we're using this Torrid stuff more and more often. What differentiates the pullover from the jacket is obviously you've got this half zip here, which is great for ventilation. It makes it easy to get on and off, but you have this big kangaroo pocket here. So one of the advantages, probably the number one place zippers fail, as you know, is when you're trying to mate up the two ends of the zipper at the bottom and it no longer works. And so this solves that problem. And even if the zipper, for some reason failed and stuck this way, this jacket is still keeping me warm and is pretty usable, as opposed to a jacket that has zipper all the way down that would be flapping around. The second thing is this actually adds a bit more warmth. This is actually a double layer here, so I've got a little bit more warmth in my core area. For a jacket's the same, for about the same weight as the jacket. And finally, we love this kangaroo pocket for use in camp. It's really easy to keep your hands warm, and two, this pocket in here is cavernous. I mean, I can stuff the pants. I could even probably stuff this fleece into it. I mean, this is you could walk around with half your pack stuffed into that pocket, which is another thing we really like. Again, the weight of this jacket or this pullover is about 8 ounces. And what makes the performance on this is the 2-ounce Climate Shield Apex fabric, which is a super high performance synthetic fabric. It's very warm, it's very lofty, it's very compressible, it's water resistant. And then this shell is I believe a 10 denier fabric, so it's a very light fabric. So this is essentially as warm as a similar down jacket with the advantage of weather resistance. In addition, we really love these matching Torrid Apex pants here. Again, the same fabric and this same Climate Shield Apex insulation. and these are only 5 ounces. And the combination of these two is killer. A lot of times we'll use a warmer sleeping quilt, and then we will wear these to bed to keep ourselves at a right temperature with the warm bag and these clothes. You can go down pretty cold and save some weight. So again, you know, a fabulous combination. We really love this new pullover. It's going to probably go on most trips. I probably will take it on a lot of trips guiding this year. Obviously, I should mention, of course, it's got this great hood. We believe that a hood kind of makes the warmth of a jacket, especially since we sleep with a quilt, which does not have a hood. So if it gets cold, we pull up the hood on the jacket, and that solves the problem. Another cool thing about Enlightened Equipment stuff is it's made here in the USA. It's made in Minnesota. Another plus. There are 3 fabric choices on this. You can get a 7 denier fabric, a 10 denier fabric, or 20 denier fabric. So lots of customization options. You can pick some colors if you get it custom. Mine's got this fun orange inner fabric on the sleeve, which I kind of like. All right, one thing I should add, the perfect complement for this Torrid Apex pullover, especially for people that have cold hands like me, are these Enlightened Equipment Stronghold mitts. And they're the same nice Climate Shield Apex fabric, but why they're called Stronghold is you can get they're convertible mitts, you can get your fingers out, but obviously in this digital age, the advantage is that I can actually operate my cell phone or camera or something, any touch device with these, and then quickly pop my hands back in and get them warm again. And of course, they neatly tuck back into the kangaroo pocket here. Anyway, we hope you found this review useful. If you did, please go ahead and like this video on the YouTube. Please go ahead and follow our YouTube channel. Go ahead and click that button for all the new content. We'll be putting out a bunch of great new content, and you'll get notified of it. And finally, there'll be a written review of the Torrid Apex pullover in the comment section below. There'll be a link in the comment section. Go ahead and find that link and click on it. There's always information in that review that is not in this video. And until then, this is Adventure Alan signing out.